Long ago, there was a place called the Weather Factory. It was where all the Pegasi created and controlled the weather. It was where they made the snowflakes, where they got the rain, and how they made rainbows. To most ponies, there was nothing suspicious at all about the Weather Factory, but it had a dark secret that few ponies knew about. The process for making rainbows was unique, to say the least. You can't just use anything to make a rainbow. You have to use more organic materials. Making rainbows came at a cost. Every Pegasus that failed the flight test was sent into the Rainbow Factory to be extracted to help make rainbows. A flightless Pegasus was worthless in the eyes of Cloudsdale. Their only value and worth was then in helping to make rainbows, to use every part of their body and soul to create rainbows, both metaphorically and literally. Ponies who were sent to the Rainbow Factory never made it out and were never seen from or heard from ever again. But that was a long time ago. Many, many years and many, many moons have passed since then. Cloudsdale is no more. The Weather Factory, the Rainbow Factory, is no more. All those places are now gone and abandoned, left to rot. Shortly before Princess Twilight took all the magic away from ponies after it was causing so much disharmony between the three pony kinds, she ordered that all of Cloudsdale be evacuated, since without magic, it is impossible for Pegasus to stand on a cloud. All of Cloudsdale was evacuated, even the Weather Factory, since without magic, Pegasi can't control the weather, so there would be no point in the Weather Factory that couldn't work anymore. So the Weather Factory was evacuated. But not every pony was gone yet. There was still one pony left in the Rainbow Factory facility. A few weeks before Princess Twilight put all the Crusher's magic into those three crystals, a Pegasus with a yellow coat and a yellow and lime green spiky hair made a more portable version of the Rainbow Factory, a Pegasus Device. He hated Princess Twilight for taking away magic. A lot of ponies hated it too, but he really hated it. He didn't want the Weather Factory to end. He didn't want the Rainbow Factory to end. Knowing that the factory was inevitably going to be abandoned, he created a more portable version of the Rainbow Factory that could still operate on its own even after the factory is dead and gone. After creating the contraption, it was sent into the air to fly around all Equestria, sending rainbows across the sky. So rainbows were still being made. However, that didn't mean that the way the rainbows were made was any different than before. The machine still needed organic materials to create the rainbows. The Pegasi were no longer an option since no pony could fly anymore. However, that didn't stop a few birds or flying snails from getting caught in the device. There was one thing about the machine that I forgot to mention. Not too long before Princess Twilight took away all magic, the creator of the device had a unicorn come to the Rainbow Factory to put a powerful spell on the machine that would still work even long after Pony's magic had faded away. The spell made every pony, animal, or creature within a certain radius of the device to become attracted to it and to come closer to it out of intense curiosity or interest. Once a pony, animal, or creature got close enough to it, the machine would then snatch the creature, and the helpless creature would be extracted to make rainbows, in the same way as in the old days of the Rainbow Factory. One time a flying snail got caught in the machine, but it got caught in the wrong place, and it started making the machine take away all the nearby rainbows. A few ponies found the machine and fixed the problem. They were supposed to be snatched by a device and used to make rainbows since they got close enough to the machine, but these were the ponies who brought magic back to Equestria. They somehow had a magic that was stronger than the spell put on the machine, the same kind of harmony magic that Princess Twilight and her friends, the bearers of the elements of harmony, had. The powerful magic from their friendship made them immune to the spell put on the rainbow-making machine. But even though these ponies couldn't be extracted to make rainbows, that doesn't mean that the device can't work on other ponies now. For years and years, this machine was stuck with capturing the birds and flying snails of the sky to make rainbows. But then magic was restored to Equestria. Pegasi can fly now. Ponies can fly now. Sometimes ponies from Maritime Bay go missing. It always seems to be Pegasi, but no one knows why. Maybe they just decide to go back to Zephyr Heights. Maybe they got tired of the Earth ponies and unicorns. Or maybe, just maybe, they were taken over by the spell and intrigued by the Pegasus device from that rainbow factory of long ago, and were extracted to be made into rainbows. Sometimes you might hear faint screams in the sky. Don't think too much about it though, it's probably nothing. And next time you see a rainbow in the sky, don't think about how it was made or about how many ponies it might have taken to make it. And when you see a rainbow appear in the sky again, don't think about the place where the rainbows are made.